as I work and you've worked with like the criminal element, like the worst elements of society. And again, they are like normal people. That's why it kind of traumatized me. Like my wife would be like, "Oh no," like pedophiles, for example. Like, we're not going to get into
tough
that.
one.
That's a whole like thing.
It's tough.
Yeah, but she'd be like, "Well, he's not a pedophile. This guy." I mean, I wouldn't let my kids sleep over at people's houses when they were younger. I'm like, I don't know the parents. And she'd be like, "Aren't you being paranoid?" I'm like, "No, I'm not being paranoid." And I probably was being paranoid, but you know what I mean? Like when you understand that, like every person has a soul, every person's a human, but you don't know what their traumas are. You don't know what led them to where they are, what behaviors they're capable of, what their right and wrong sense is.
No, you don't know. However, as you move through your fear-based side of the equation, if you will, if you move through your fears, your challenges.
Right, that was definitely one of my fears. But I said I was traumatized.
But not just, yeah, right? But not just those fears. In general, any individual, if you choose to move beyond those challenges in your life, whatever they may be, right? The more you stand on the love side of the equation, self-truth, love, right? The more you stand on that side of the equation, the more your perception of another human being matches their perception of themselves. You know, you say, I can see through people because I don't have so much fear blocking the way or skewing the way I perceive. So the perceptions and what I see is much more clear than it was even 10 years ago, but definitely 40 years ago. So as I perceive another human being, I'm much more able to discern where they are on that spectrum of trust, where they are on that spectrum of interaction with others. Right. So we get to a point where all of a sudden we know, okay, my kids are going over, but I've met the parents. Yeah, I think we should meet the parents and know how we feel. But we follow that gut instinct inside ourselves. And as we follow that gut instinct inside ourselves, it becomes more and more accurate. Just like our intuition becomes more and more accurate, right? As we move fear out of the equation, we get more and more accurate in what we see in life. And it's amazing how clear it becomes.